Hi, fourth graders. Welcome to lesson 3 of unit 7, fractions of different size wholes today. And then we're going to apply that into some word problems as well that you're going to be working on your own at the end of the lesson. So today for the lesson, you'll need your pencil. You'll need workbook pages 339 and 340. 339, we'll do most of that one together, and then we'll get you working on 340. And then you'll need scratch paper today as well. We're going to draw some pictures, hopefully. All right, on page 339, I want to focus on the top half right away. It says John and his 5 friends want sandwiches. They make 2 sandwiches, one on a short loaf of bread and one on a longer loaf. John cuts each sandwich into 6 equal pieces. His friends think the pieces are not the same size. So we have these two sandwiches here. There's 6 kids sharing these, so you're going to make 6 pieces of the small one and 6 pieces out of the large one. Are his friends correct? Are the pieces equal or not? And then, how can John make sure everybody gets the same amount of food? There's 2 different things you could do for that, all right? So go ahead and try and come up with your answers to these 2. Pause the video, and then we'll go through them. All right. So yes, his friends are correct. They're not the same size because this larger sandwich, the pieces are going to be bigger than the 6 out of the smaller sandwich. Okay? And what did you come up with for John being able to share equally? Well, there's 2 different things that you could do, I think. Each person could get 1 small piece and 1 large piece. And so if you had 6 pieces in the top and 6 pieces on the bottom, everybody just takes a small and a large. But the other thing you could do is you could cut the larger sandwich into more pieces or the smaller sandwich into fewer pieces, so the pieces would be closer in size. So for example, instead of cutting 6 pieces out of the big one and 6 out of this one, well, maybe you cut 6 out of the small one, but then you cut 8 out of the big one, and then the size of the pieces are going to be pretty close to equal. Okay? Looking at the bottom half, Hattie's dad orders 1 small, 1 medium, and 1 large pizza. He divides each pizza into 8 equal pieces. Hattie takes 1/8 of the small pizza, and her friend takes 1/8 of the large pizza. Hattie says she has less pizza than her friend. Is she correct? So if this is Hattie's piece, and this is her friend's piece, is she right? Is this pepperoni piece smaller than the veggie piece? They're both 1/8. Try and explain what you think. Are they still equal because they're both 1/8? Or are they not equal anymore? Pause it. Try and explain your thinking. All right. Well, yes, Hattie would be right. The small pizza is smaller than the large pizza. 1/8 of the pepperoni is less than 1/8 of this larger pizza, right? So the size of the unit whole, the size of the whole unit makes a difference when they're comparing 1/8 pieces, okay? And so what does this tell us about fractions? The whole idea, let me scroll down here. The whole idea is the size of the parts depends on the size of the whole, as well as the number of parts, right? So 1/8 depends on 1/8 of what? Right? 1/8 of a big pizza or a big sandwich, or 1/8 of a small pizza or a small sandwich. Okay. All right, let's look at number 5. Number 5 says, I want to do this one together and then I'll let you work on your own. 5 says a shelter had 4 spaniel puppies and 6 beagle puppies. Jack adopted 1/2 of the spaniel puppies and Carmen adopted 1/2 of the beagle puppies. Who adopted more puppies? How do you know? Well, they both adopted half of the puppies. But let's uncover all the information we have here. So I like to draw a picture. You might not have enough room to work over here. And so this is where you could use your scratch paper. Take that out and make your picture as big as you need to. Drawing pictures works great with fractions. Okay, so I know that Jack is going to adopt the spaniel puppies. Carmen is going to adopt the beagle puppies. Okay, so there were 4 spaniel puppies and 6 beagle puppies. So what I did is I drew X's to represent my puppies. Okay. If I'm going to have Jack adopt half of these spaniel puppies, well, half of 4 is 2. And then if Carmen's going to have half of the beagle puppies, half of 6 is 3. And so Carmen is going to adopt more because 3 is more than 2. Okay? Go ahead, and I want you to work on the rest and try and explain your answer. Notice they say explain why. Okay? explain. So rather than just give your answer, try and explain why does that make sense. And then on the last part, complete the sentence. Which of these words makes it a true sentence based off of today's lesson? Pause the video now, keep working, and then I'll explain what your next steps are. Go ahead and pause it now. All right. So we did number 4 or 5 together. Number 6 with Julio, Lily's is going to be the bigger fractional value because 5/10 is more than 5/16. Okay. And then the fruit, the box is going to be the better deal because you get more for your money. 15 oranges is more than 12, and you're still spending $5. And then number 8 was a little confusing. There's a couple ways you can think of it. You could go through and you could find 1/4 of 12, 1/3 of 12, 1/6 of 12, and try and figure out what each team had at that stop. But really, if the teams are the same size, right, each team is 12. Well, 1/4, 1/3, and 1/6, 1/3 is the biggest fraction. So 1/3 has to be bigger than 1/4 and 1/6 because it's not like the pizza and the sandwich problem where you have different size holes. In this case, the hole is the same. It's 12. So 1/3 has got to be bigger than that. All right. And then the last part, you circle the word larger, right? When the holes are different, the fractions are the same, the fractional part of the larger hole is greater. That is like the pizza problem, right? You'd rather have one slice of a large pizza than one slice of a small pizza if you're really hungry, right? And so that size of the hole makes a difference. Okay, so your next steps, you're going to complete homework 7.3 on Think Central. And then you're going to click on the IXL Extra Practice. It looks a little bit different today. And so it will look like this, and you have a table. So what you're going to see, I have been posting just grade level assignments for you to practice on. If this lesson was hard for you, back up and do some practice with some of the below grade level ones. If you're finding these easy and you're getting your SMART score up to 100 within a few minutes, skip ahead and do some 5th grade work here. Okay, and always feel free to explore on IXL. There's so many different options. I just assign a few. Okay, so make sure that you are working on these. And then if you have any questions, let your teacher know. I hope you're having a great day. We'll see you shortly. Goodbye.